We're here at the Chinatown branch of Bank of Hawaii, and today we're talking about credit scores. It's a 3-digit number that can have a huge impact on your life, especially if you hope to make a big purchase like a home or a car someday. June Wong here is the branch manager. Okay, June, let's start very basic at this point. What are we talking about when we talk about your credit score?
So your credit score is basically a 3-digit numerical value that credit bureaus calculate to indicate your creditworthiness and your ability to pay off debt. The number itself ranges anywhere between 300 to 850. The higher the better, the less risk that you pose. Generally, we would say anything over 700 is considered to be a great credit score. Excellent.
So what are some of the factors then that go into that score?
You know, there's so many different variables that go into calculating a credit score, and each different credit bureau also calculates it a little differently. Probably the 3 main things that you want to consider, and it accounts for more than 50% of your credit score, would be making your payments on time, your payment history. Number 2 would be your length of credit, and number 3 would be your usage ratio. So number 1, payment history. You want to make sure you make your payments on time and you're not delinquent on that. Number 2 would be the amount of time that you had your total credit. So it's never too early to start establishing credit. Longer the payment history, we know how responsible you are in managing your debt. And number 3, usage ratio. A lot of people don't realize that if you have a $5,000 credit card, maxing it out to $5,000 is considered to be a 100% usage ratio, so it's not too good, as opposed to maintaining it at maybe $1,000 balance. For a $5,000 credit card, it's a lower usage ratio.
Okay. So if I'm starting to think right now, okay, I want to buy a car in a couple of years, or I want to buy a home, I would assume that it's never too early to start thinking about something like that.
That's correct. So if you're considering to purchase a home, right, you'd need a mortgage. Never too early to consult with a residential loan officer. Go in, see where you stand, what your score looks like, because having a good credit score is important in being able to borrow money, and also the amount of interest rate that you'll have. So the total cost that you'll pay over the life of the loan. And everybody, I think, in this society would need to borrow some amount of money in order to improve their quality of life.
Okay. So what if I go in and I get a real poor reading on my credit score? I mean, what thought process, where do I go from there?
Don't be discouraged. A credit score is a snapshot of your credit at a particular point of time. So it's going to take some time, but there are ways that we can rebuild your credit score, I guess you can say. There's many different options out there, and also credit counseling available.
That sounds good. All right. Thank you very much, June. By the way, all the information about this is going to be on our website, hawaiinewsnow.com, or Hawaii News Now. I'm Steve Uehara.